What's good, boo? So today we're going to talk a little bit about delusions because I need you to understand what it is. So in the next content you see, you'll understand what the fuck is going on. So a lot of the times when we think of Delulu, we're either looking at someone who's crazy or we looking at someone who really is trying to manifest super duper hard to get a given reality, whatever that look like. Okay, whatever that look like. They are trying to embody that right now. But listen, our entire life is us being Delulu. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. So, like, we be dealing with like dumb stuff from people that we know, like friends, family, whatever, and we just be giving them the benefit of the doubt. Or sometimes we just be dealing with their stuff because we're family, because we're friends, because we're whatever the case is, the connection. But the truth of the matter is that person is not safe or healthy for you to be around, and because you don't have adequate boundaries, they just continue to do it over and over and over again. So that's like a delusion. You know what I'm saying? Because you delulu thinking that this is somehow acceptable and that you just need to get over yourself, because it would be way too much for you to actually say like, hey, I don't like that. I don't fuck with that. I don't want to have nothing to do with that. Like, that's weird. Okay, that's weird. It's also weird that in this weird society that we're in, that we're delulu to think that certain people are allies. But then when you really start talking to them and when you really start seeing how they move, you really realize that they not, they are not an ally. As a matter of fact, there might be a wolf in sheep's clothing, boo, because the way they be moving, it's like what you say and then what you doing, them two different things, and neither of them make sense together. Okay, see, like stuff like this, and you be seeing how people's own ridiculous, honestly, delusions and the contradictions. Okay, when you see somebody who contradicting themselves over and over and over, they have broken delusions. They think a certain thing. Like, for example, y'all heard, just think about all of these people who were Hispanic, who were voting because they thought black people were immigrants, and then realized that they was the people they was voting to remove. Like, the delulu. The delulu wasn't functioning. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we do things and we think things is okay, and we kind of looking at it like, that's a little sketch, because the delu is breaking. Okay, the veil is just deteriorating right in front of us, and instead of just being like, oh, that's something that I shouldn't. Let the shit fall the fuck down. Okay? Like, these delusions is not good for you. And I feel like if you're seeing this, okay, you're probably one of those people who've been looking at it and just been like, why do people act like that? Why do people say stuff like this? Why do they think that I'm the problem when it's definitely something wrong with the way they viewing things? And am I the only person who see this? If you have those thoughts on a regular basis, I'm here to tell you that what you're experiencing is you could see that that person is living in Delulu land and don't know it. And they got so many different delusions operating at the same time that don't go together, right? It don't go together. That's how you get someone who you think is an ally, but then is always passive aggressive with the microaggressions. How does that even make sense? Like, let's just be real. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. None of that makes sense. Okay? I don't understand. Like, throw it away. Just throw it all away, baby. Because How you gonna try to be an ally and then be undercover racist? Like, throw it away. just throw it away. Get the fuck out of here. At the end of the day, we always, all of us, we all have delusions, right? And that's why some of us go to therapy, because we have delusions that operate in keeping us stuck in a box. When you've been abused mentally, emotionally, physically, you are living in a box of made by delusions, meant to trap you there and keep you there. And in order for you to escape that box, you need to be able to level up. 12:21 on the clock. I'm telling you, you need to be able to break through that ceiling, that glass ceiling, that mold, that idea, that perspective, that broken delusion, right? And so a lot of us have to go to therapy. A lot of us have to find safe places to be, to talk, to experience ourselves, right? We have to relearn basic ideas like love, care, shelter, security. Honestly, anything around security, because security is like that main way human abuse. Your security wound is so fucked. Like, you got abandonment everywhere, just abandonment, insecurity, low self-esteem, all of those things that support those wounds and festering are broken delusions. And the three ways that we typically go to fix those broken delusions is we go to shadow work, that's our DIY. We go to coaching, that's our paid best friend who don't tell nobody our business, so that we can work through it and do shadow work so we're not alone. And then we go to energy healers, we go to blah, 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 to help us remove the energy and all of that. But then when you got a delusion that's broke, like broke, and I done been there, okay? When you got a delusion that is broken so badly that the way you even think about reality, and you think this shit is normal when it's not normal, and you see everybody else around you thinking they dealing with this same shit, but then when you vocalize that shit, people is like, God damn, I ain't dealing with that. I ain't never experienced that. It's like, oh, okay. That is a truly non-functional delusion. And when you have a delusion that's operating functionally, but it's not functional to you, so you're creating things that you don't want, okay, it's time for your ass to go to therapy. Literally, I want you to just pack your DIY bags, okay? Get your journal and take your ass to therapy, because at the end of the day, getting the help that you need, whether it's you yourself, getting someone to assist you, getting someone to assist you on the spiritual end, or going to therapy, at the end of the day, are we operating to level up, to experience this life, to have peace, to be happy, to feel free? Or are we out here just trying to confine ourselves, trying to oppress ourselves, trying to box ourselves in with more delusions that just don't even fucking make sense no more? This was your message. I love you. And if you want some more of this, definitely tap in here. Tell me your experience in the comments, and check me out over on YT, okay? Because we doing it over there. And if you really want to tap in with me, you want to get a session with me, tap in with me at thealchemicaloracle.com, okay? And I have, of course, our Divine Architecture. It is currently in pre-sale. Go check that thing out. I love you. Bye.